With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, fellas.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check for
12.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Tighten down. There you go.
Kill. 14, run it.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Spot that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 0.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Ready? 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Now Wilson throwing again. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Check 26.
Draw play. This is Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Pick the edge. Go. Check 3.
Zebra.
Hatchet. Switch.
They'll run with Penny. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 24. Check 24. Safe.
36 power.
Jam. Check safety.
They run it with Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long.
Check.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
12. Hey, 0.
54.
To throw is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
But that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They run with Breida, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
51 the mic, boy, 51. I'm going back to you. Tight dog.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On third down, Winston. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Gold maybe not blessed with the strongest leg in the league, but he might be the most accurate. 2 for 2 from 50-plus a year ago, and he converts another one here.
Yeah, you don't want to play horse with Robbie Gold as a kicker. That guy can maneuver a football with his foot.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, alert.
Rotate. Spell. 54.
Hey, alert.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bandit. Bandit.
19.
Deuce.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Shrimp that ball. Hey, alert 3. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, me and you all day.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
He don't know no better. Gun. Alert.
54. Mike's 54.
Here we go.
That's it.
From the gun, Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
4 down. Good touch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson, they'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Keep it up.
Look left.
Keep.
Friday.
Shit. Check nickel.
On 1st down, Carson trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Okay, after those first two drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club unable to hold on to the football and take care of it?
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Winston. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Third and long for Winston. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Switch gears, switch gears. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, check.
That's caught out right by Jennings. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, here's Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Ready. Blue lane. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston over the middle, complete to Samuel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Winston from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Watch the safety creep.
Run left.
Undercrunch.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What? 280.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Watch one. Go.
Check 49.
14.
Now it's Carson. And And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third and 2. Now Wilson. And he finds Penny. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing on second and 8. Wilson hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. There's Wilson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Mike, 5-4. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He's got this one complete to John Ursua. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Check. Watch 54. I'll go special. No. Off. Check. Hey, easy. Check. Kill.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This is Carson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Friday. Hey, 0. Gun. Mike, 2. No pass. Here I come again.
On second down, it's Carson. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
No. Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Go.
52's the Mike.
Pick me up. Here we go.
52's the Mike, boys. 52.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Check 3. Flip it.
Now Winston. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 66. Switch. Green, 17.
Here's Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Below Nichols, providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Mike 52.
Here we go.
Alert 14. Alert 3.
Wide. Get wide.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
36 power. Fair.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and forever.
Bang out. Check the team.
Check three. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing now is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. One last shot for Wilson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for San Francisco, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.